One thing, we're a group of lenders, asking you, interviewing you, but I would be curious, like, what is the most common question that you're asked among your developer clients?
Well, it's a very easy one to answer right now because where the costs going. That's the question everybody wants to know, and that's the lenders are also asking because I think everybody wants to know what's happening with inflation and the construction cost increase is going to be going up at the unprecedented rates that they've been going up in the last couple of years. The 2 to 3% per annum increases that we used to see, those are gone, and we'll hopefully see them sometime soon. I think it's almost the tale of two stories where you've actually got the low rises starting to show signs that potentially we're back to the 2 to 3%. Whether we see savings or not, some line items, I think we are seeing savings, but it'd be interesting to see what the high rise is going to do. I would say that's the most common question. And the cost per square foot, which I always love to answer when somebody's asking me, so how much does it cost to build a condo? Cost per square foot. Well, is it a condo that's 3 stories with no underground, or is it a condo that's 40 stories with a good parking to floor ratios? I would say those are probably the most common questions that we be asked.
Do you ever anticipate a point, and I'm talking specifically about high rise, but would you anticipate a point where if costs continue to rise as they have been for high rise, that projects just cease to be viable?
I don't have to project that. That's actually exactly what's happened. And there's 2 stages that happened. And I mean, there were quite a lot of projects where there were cancellations, condo cancellations. I think it was around the 2017, 2018, where there was big increases in costs and adjustments to revenues to a certain extent. And now again, I think there's a lot of projects where people bought the land at a certain price that when they're adding the increased cost of construction and also soft costs. Everybody focuses on the soft costs, but the City of Toronto actually has very significant increases coming on the development charges that are being phased in right now. So those are all things that are starting to make some projects put on hold. I mean, we know a lot of the developers have projects on hold, from a revenue perspective, but the cost is definitely a big piece of that as well.